Welcome to the City of Edmonds virtual summer concert series presented by the Edmonds Arts Commission. We'd like to extend our thanks to the Hazel Miller Foundation for making this a possibility. While we're disappointed to not be playing for you live from the Hazel Miller Plaza, we are excited and grateful to share our music with the City of Edmonds in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody loves me. I wonder who he can be. Somebody loves me. I wish I knew who he can be. Worries me for every guy who passes by. I whisper, maybe meant to be my love and baby. Somebody loves me. I wonder who. Maybe it's you. Benfield on guitar. Yay. And back here we have Nate Omdahl on the bass. Somebody loves me. I wonder who. I wonder who he can be. Somebody needs me. I wish I knew who he can be. Worries me for every guy who passes by. I whisper, maybe you were meant to be my loving baby. Somebody loves me. I wonder who. Maybe it's you. 2 more times. Maybe it's you. There's no applause. It's so odd, this virtual stuff, but I mean, we are seriously grateful to be doing this. Thank you, Brad. I would like to also thank Brad. Brad has come early to the shoot and set up all these cameras and set up all the audio. And so without Brad, we wouldn't have this beautiful video. Thank you, Brad. All right, the next tune is Come to Me, My Melancholy Baby. I have some fun stories to go with these old tunes. This music was written by Ernie Burnett and lyrics by George Norton. And Ernie Burnett fought in World War I, and he was wounded, and he lost his memory, and he lost his dog tags. So nobody knew who he was, and he didn't know who he was. He ended up in the Army hospital, and there was an entertainer, pianist that came to entertain the troops, playing popular songs. And the pianist played My Melancholy Baby, and Ernie Burnett recognized the song as his and started to get his memory back. And then the other great story that goes with this is supposedly the first time that this song was publicly performed was by someone that people of our generation tend to know. He was one of the stars of I Love Lucy. Anybody guess? His name was William Frawley, and he played Fred Mertz. And he supposedly sang this live at the Mozart Cafe in Denver, Colorado in 1915, pretty early. This is My Melancholy Baby, and I'm going to play melodica on this tune as well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancies. Maybe don't you know that I'm in love with you? Every cloud must have a silver lining. Wait until the sun shines through. Come to me, my dear, and I'll kiss away each tear, or else I will be melancholy too. Sounds of Brad Benfield. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancies. Maybe until the sun shines through. Cuddle up, my dear, let me kiss away each tear, or I shall be melancholy too. I shall be melancholy too. All right, our next tune is You've Got to See Mama Every Night, and I have show and tell. I collect vintage music, and this is the really cool artwork to this one. This was Dan Conrad and Billy Rose's song in 1923, and Sophie Tucker actually made it into a hit song. Sophie was the first woman to introduce this style of comedy, and she led the way for people like Mae West, Ethel Merman, Joan Rivers, Roseanne Barr. And the story goes that she started as a teen in her parents' restaurant and found this little nook by the front door to sing her songs in between waiting tables. So she would go sing a song, and she said she would get as big and bawdy and dramatic as possible, and people loved it, and that's kind of how she developed that style. Listen, dear, Daddy here, Mama's feeling blue. I don't see much of you, and that will never, ever do. Once a week, Mama's cheek gets a kiss or two. I ain't showing you the door, but I must lay down the law. 1, 2, 3. You got to see Mama every night. Oh, you can't see your Mama at all. You got to kiss Mama, treat her right, or she won't be home when you call. If you want my company, you can't 50-50 me. You got to see Mama every night. Oh, you can't see your Mama at all. Monday night you didn't phone. Tuesday night I sat alone. Wednesday night you didn't call. Thursday night that same old stall. You got to see Mama every night. Oh, you can't see your Mama at all. Friday night you dodged my path. Saturday night you took your bath. Sunday night you called on me, but you brought 3 girls for company. You got to see Mama every night. Oh, you can't see your Mama at all. You got to see Mama every night. Oh, you can't see your Mama at all. You got to kiss Mama, treat her right, or she won't be home when you call. I don't like the kind of man who works on the installment plan. You gotta see Mama every night. Oh, you can't see your Mama at all. All right, at this time I would like to talk about Brad Benfield just for a second. He doesn't like it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Brad Benfield has been playing since he was 10. He plays both a 6 and an 8-string guitar, and the 8-string guitar is just a couple of bass strings, so he's actually playing 2 instruments at once. It's pretty cool. He also plays the stand-up bass, mandolin, banjo, and the ukulele. He's also written music books, too, which I own one because I was learning the ukulele from one of Brad's books during this quarantine. After graduating from high school, he spent 10 years in Austin, Texas, teaching guitar and performing with a variety of jazz, blues, and country groups, very versatile. Since relocating to Seattle, he has performed both as a solo artist and with a variety of singers, big bands, and ensembles, from weddings to at the top of the Space Needle to playing banjo at Benaroya Hall for Seattle Girls Choir. He's a highly in-demand specialty player here in Seattle, and I'm very lucky to be working with him. Thank you, Brad. Oh, he says he wants to be paid more. I'll tip him. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame. Please, Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Two, three, four. Baby, won't you please come home? You left your mama all alone. I have tried in vain, never more to call your name. When you left, you broke my heart. I thought we would never, never part. Every hour in the day, oh, I'd love to hear you say, baby, won't you please come home? Oh, baby, won't you please come home? You left your mama all alone. I have tried in vain, never more to say your name. Since you left, you broke my heart. I thought we'd never, never part. Every hour, every day, oh, I wanna hear you say, baby, won't you please come home? Baby, won't you please come home? Oh, baby, won't you please come home? Let it go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Some of these days, you're gonna miss me. Some of these days you're gonna feel so lonely. You're gonna miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. Ooh, some of these days you feel so lonely. For me only, 'cause you know, baby, you always had your way. And when you leave me, you know you're gonna grieve me. Oh, pretty baby, some of these days. You know, you could all dance in the living room. I don't know if you thought of that yet, but this is a good one. Beautiful breath. Some of these days you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging. You miss my kissing. Don't you know, sweet darling, some of these days you're gonna be so lonely. For me only, 'cause you know, pretty daddy, you always got your way. When you leave me, you know you're gonna grieve me. Ooh, pretty daddy, some of these days. Oh, yes, pretty baby, some of these days. All right, our next tune is a Beautiful Ballad by George and Ira Gershwin. George Gershwin This is from 1924, and that was the year that George stopped writing for reviews, which was the prequel to musical theater, to book musicals, and he started writing for book musicals. 1924 was also the year that George and his brother Ira decided to become partners, professional partners, writing partners, and thank goodness they did. George was 26 and Ira was 28, and they had 13 years together because George died in 1937 of a brain tumor that later was discovered that it could have been cured even back then. So that's very sad, wondering what would happen if they had another 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But they did some amazing things in their 13 years together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet and lovely lady, be good. Oh, lady, be good to me. I've been so awfully misunderstood. Oh, lady, be good to me. Oh, please have some pity. I'm all alone in this big city. I'm just a lonesome babe in the woods. So, lady, be good to me.